All right, Max, we are here at the Rebel Lounge where you're playing tonight for the first time, and I'm really stoked to get the opportunity to interview you. Um, this is your first time in Phoenix, yeah?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What did you get into? You arrived yesterday?
Yes, we arrived yesterday. Um, we basically came in, bought fireworks, and went to this abandoned desert and just blew up some shit. We found some dog shit and just blew it up.
Okay, you meant shit literally.
Yeah. It was literal shit.
Wow, okay. That sounds like a inaugurative tour experience to do some dumb shit in the middle of the desert, so.
To be honest with you, it's actually essential. Every great band ever has blown up shit at one point in their life, and if they're saying they haven't, they're lying.
So you are from Texas, and you have an aesthetic, I've noticed, and I'm just curious if your closet is a line of Western wear.
It's more of a birth defect. I was born with the cowboy hat on, along with the boots. I can't really take these off, and it's something more of a lifestyle at this point. It's not even a wardrobe.
Your mom must have gone through so much giving birth.
Definitely some rug burn with all this hair.
Oh, you came out with full head of hair too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, I was hoping to get into some of your new music. You released a single this year, Your Desire, and I was hoping you could talk a little bit more about your inspiration for writing that song and the direction you feel like it's taking your music.
Yeah, I've always been interested in the BDSM community, and honestly, I've never seen a video quite like mine before. And the sound of the music, the sound waves, the frequencies, along with the exotic beauty of the woman, not only does it turn me on, but it's something that I think hasn't really been done before, and I'd like to see it become mainstream.
Yeah, so you mentioned, really liking this subculture, and I'm curious if there are other subcultures you're interested in learning a little bit more about that you could see bringing into your music.
I think I'm at like the peak right now of where I want to be, or who I want to have at these shows. But if there's any filmmakers or tattoo artists, I think it'd be really dope to have like a tattoo session after these shows, and I don't know, maybe sign someone with a tattoo gun. I mean,
Yeah, I was curious who your music is for, because it is bringing in all these different elements of art making and culture. And who do you imagine you're making this music for?
definitely people who dress in black, people who just like to have a good time and aren't afraid to show who they are and don't really give a fuck what other people think. I mean, I'm really make it for the 1% of people who I'm speaking to where they get every single line of the lyric. It's kind of touching, really, because I see myself in the audience perspective as of, being a listener, hearing these things. And you've had artists like that where you hear a song and you're like, they're speaking to me. They're talking to me.
I was going to ask if you've ever had anyone tell you that about your music.
I have. It's actually life-changing because I'm sitting there on the toilet taking a fucking shit, and then someone's like, by the way, your music helped me, because of XYZ. And I'm just sitting there like, damn, like, I'm about to wipe and I didn't know this was happening, It's kind of fucking surreal.
Have you ever sent a text, a really serious text while you're taking a shit?
All the time. Most of my serious conversations happening when I'm either about to wipe or the kids just got dropped off.
So I'm wondering if that's do you wait until you're shitting to have the serious conversation? No.
No, it's happening during.
Interesting. So there's no correlation. Just
I don't know. It's really a coincidence thing. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm about to go on tour. I just got this email.
Taking a little bit more serious turn in my questions, I'm curious what your proudest moment so far is as an artist.
My proudest moment would have to be this kid in Mesa, Arizona came up to me and basically just described to me his home life, and it's kind of parallel to mine when I was younger. And he just asked me for advice. I really saw a young me talking to someone, asking the questions I dealt with when I was younger. And from there, it's really touching. But not only that, but having seeing a dad and his son one time come to a Dallas show really it touched me in a way because I don't have the best relationship with my father, and seeing some old dad being like, "Oh yeah, like I took my son to see your show. We traveled all this way. It's kind of like a little father son trip." I could bawl my eyes out. It's fucking perfect.
Wow, that's really touching. I didn't know we were going to get so emotional here today, but appreciate you sharing that. Um, that's really cool. I would imagine that's incredibly gratifying as an artist to pour your entire heart into something and then have somebody completely resonate with the music, or just, even if it's not the same message, they're just feeling something from it, which is really cool.
Feeling frequencies. That's literally all this music shit is.
Do you think about your music as like you're a musician, or do you think about your art more holistically?
Well, you know me as an artist, I'm so fucking sensitive. I cry every day. I see a dad and his kid at the playground, I just fucking weep. But no, and in reality, I just see it as, this is what I was destined to do, and if people like it, that's great. If they don't, I don't really care.
If they don't, they're the 99%.
Yeah, apparently.
Cool. Well, I have a few more questions before we end the interview. I'm curious where you find your drive and your motivation to keep creating and to involve all of these different types of art.
Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, meeting different people, hearing their stories, getting to know people for who they are and like why they come to the shows and what makes them tick and what they like about the music. But not only that, but just making memories at the end of the day and holding on to those memories. And later in life, when I'm probably in hospice, I'm just chilling, thinking about all the times I used to be a musician, because at that point I'll be like a professional like chess player or something, right? Just like old people do. And then just hold on to that, because that's one of life's greatest gifts is experiences.
That's beautiful. So where do you plan to go next with your music? What can we expect as fans of Max Diaz?
I want to come across as someone that at first you see and you underestimate, and once you get to see like the full production of things, say like in an arena or something down to the core of like, a movie or short films I want to make, like you kind of can get your head wrapped around of like, oh wait, no shit, like this kid has had these ideas ever since he picked up the fucking crayon,
Who's someone you want to work with for one of your ideas?
How much time do we have? I got a list here.
Give me 3.
Okay. Sebastian Murphy from Viagra Boys. Angus Stone from Dope Lemon. And wild card, I know he's on his way out. I know he is. But Willie Nelson.
So yeah, you better get to that one a little. Okay, time is a ticking. Is there anything else that you would want your fans to know about you that they might not know already?
Yeah, I'm actually like one of the biggest Batman nerds ever. I love comics. I was raised on them. I love everything comics, everything superhero, except for Superman. I'm not really big on him. But, I used to collect 80s toys, and I like to paint. This feels like a Hinge bio. I like to have long walks on the beach, but...
We can turn this into a dating ad.
Isn't it already?
Thank you, Max, for your time. It's been great talking to you, and I can't wait to see your show later tonight.